It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we're all gearing up for the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer Walk on October 28th. Joining us now is Dr. Kelly Kane. I'm sorry, I'm getting choked up here.
Dr. Kelly Kane.
Dr. Kelly Kane, oncologist at Mercy, and Anne-Marie Bianchi, a breast cancer survivor, a warrior, and the chair of the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer event this year. We're so excited to have you guys.
Oh, thanks for having us.
Yes.
Okay, so can we start with you two? You're the event chair. That's a lot of work.
Sure.
So tell us what that is involved and what people can expect this year, and your own cancer journey as well.
Well, we are very excited for this walk this year. We have just a great team that has worked really hard to make it a festival for everyone. We have a survivor tent and some great massages and different things for survivors. We have some things for the kiddos. We have some food trucks. So we want everybody to come out. We're really excited. For me, I've been okay and cancer-free since February. So had 6 months of chemo, 3 surgeries. And so it's been a really interesting journey, but it really is a way that God has just really worked in my life and just really healed me in a lot of ways.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I feel like something like this walk, whether you're in remission, you just found out you were diagnosed, or you've been without cancer for X many years, this kind of walk is a nice distraction, if you will, or just even like an uplifting event.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Like, I think it's really encouraging to be with other survivors, even families, because everyone has their own journey. So your family has a journey too. And so then all of us coming together and walking and supporting each other and saying you're not alone, that's important, because as you go through that journey, there's times when you have to be in that room alone and you have to get, tests alone. But when you have that camaraderie come around and that community come around, it's just a beautiful thing, and it really encourages people in every way.
Yeah, and it's good to be around people. It's
Yes.
good to have that camaraderie.
Yes. Yes.
Dr. Kane, you're an oncologist at Mercy. Can you tell us about some of the statistics and what you're seeing currently, and maybe some of the promising, options that are out there for breast cancer survivors and people going through the journey?
Absolutely. So to start with, breast cancer is unfortunately the most common cancer among women. And so 1 in 8 women will actually be diagnosed with breast cancer during their lifetime. So that's a really high number. And about 300,000 women will be diagnosed in the U.S. this year, just in 2023. So that's kind of the bad news. But the good news is that with early detection and, again, finding the cancer really early, the cure rate for breast cancer is 99%. So it's why it's so critical to have these kind of events that are raising breast cancer awareness so that women know about the importance of getting mammograms, because again, if we can catch it really early, the chances of coming up with a cure are really, really high, which is the good news.
That is good.
Yes, great news. My question for you is getting regular screenings, and at what age? I'm 31. Like, at what age should women start getting mammograms, start getting tested, the at-home testing, all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, so the recommendation now is that we start at age 40.
Okay.
And usually we say every year or every other year, starting at age 40. At age 50, usually it's every year. That being said, if you have other risk factors for breast cancer, so other family members, a mom or a sister, then sometimes screening actually should start earlier, and that's something that you should be discussing with your doctor about, seeing if you qualify for earlier screening. In terms of self-exams, I think the most important things is that just women are familiar with their breasts, so that they know if anything changes or there's something that's just not right. It used to be that we said do it once a month, but now we just say as long as you're kind of familiar with what's normal for you, then that's the most important thing, because you can notice what's changing or different.
And yeah, nobody knows your own body better than yourself.
Correct.
Right.
You have to deal with that. Can you tell us, how did you discover yours? Was it a yearly screening? Was it a self-exam?
Yeah, it was a self-exam. I didn't think it was anything abnormal. I was exercising. I'm a marathon runner. I was eating right. I didn't have those typical signs. And I am all for getting early detection and mammograms regularly. And I got in as soon as possible. And, within a few weeks, I got diagnosed.
Did you have any family history?
My mom had breast cancer, and I did have a non-cancerous lump removed in 2018. But it's still not, it doesn't still hit you. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's different when it's actually the diagnosis.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
So I think no matter what how healthy you think you are, you never know when you can be one of those women that she said.
Yeah. And speaking from when my grandmother got it, we've come a long way since the 90s. My grandmother lost her battle, unfortunately. But like you said, the success rates now are kind of staggering. Like when you think about how far we've come, and raising money and this walk is super important so we can find more research.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because really, the treatment of breast cancer now is not just one doctor, right? It's a whole team of doctors, right? You have to have a breast surgeon, a radiation doctor, and then a medical oncologist like myself. So it's a whole team.
You're looking at a shot from last year. Look at that, Maddie. Isn't that amazing?
Oh my gosh.
Look at
Have fun.
So much pink. I love it.
Yeah.
Yes, it's such a great event. And to me, there's usually a part of the program, there's not a dry eye in the house. Because when you get that many people together sharing their stories, it's emotional. But it's a good kind of emotion because we need to get that out and we need to talk about it. Talking about it is part of it. And I found that people don't stay at home and be silent about it. Get out there, talk about it, meet people like you and the doctors. Find the cure, find it early. That's what's so important. Okay, so the breast cancer walk.
Saturday.
Yes.
October
28th. Yes. We're excited. Be there.
Start time, location.
Start time.
8
o'clock.
8 a.m.?
Yes.
8 o'clock. Okay. Start
Right
time.
early. Rain or shine, guys. We've
Rain
done
or
it in the
shine.
rain.
Yes.
Rain or shine.
We've done it in the rain. We've done it in the shine. We'll do it again this year.
Yes, at
So-
Hammons Field.
Yes. I'll be running. I'm going to be running.
Yes.
Because this will be my first run back from.
Oh, that's amazing.
So I decided to run it, and then I'm going to be cheering everybody else on in the finish line with you guys. You
Thank
guys
you.
can be at the finish line with me.
We'll be there.
Absolutely.
All right, guys.
All right, love it. When we come back, we'll be talking with HGTV about fall things you can do for your house. Don't go anywhere.